Hey everybody, it's Jack and today we're in the heart of Cleveland.
Yeah, we're right on State Road, not far from where I grew up. This is an area, again, called Old Brooklyn. It's only about a mile from the store we did a video on a few days ago called Something Fishy. This is the store he used to have, he was telling us about, remember? Yeah. And what he did is he made this his breeding area. This is his hatchery. And he also got a lot into martial arts with him and his sons, and he opened up a martial arts school over here called RAD. He does jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. RAD stands for respect and discipline. Wait till you see the tanks in this dojo, guys. You're not gonna believe them. But we're gonna take a tour over here first. We're gonna go over here, he's gonna show us the hatchery and everything, and then he's gonna take us through the dojo and everything. It's gonna be really neat, guys, so stay tuned. All right, so here we go. Here's Dave again. What's going on, Dave?
What happened?
It's been a few days since people saw the old video, but it's only been 30 minutes for us, right? It's the magic of YouTube, right?
Right.
So this is the hatchery. This is the place that used to be the store.
Well, technically this is S2. When it was next door, which is now a dojo, that was S1, S2, and then the hatchery 1, hatchery 2 under here, that was H3. I did this. We have tanks numbered, so if like fish, yeah, I don't want to get it, it gets noisy. Get that. Bear with me 1 second.
Yeah, got the after work traffic already hitting by here.
Reason for it just shortens a short, show 1 and H1, whatever, is if we're moving fish around, moving babies or moving stock or new stuff in, we know where stuff is at, where it needs to go. It needs to go to the S1. Like I'll mark stuff that comes in, or
right.
Trade-ins come in here, or I have something I need to move, extra males.
Got to keep it organized. You guys got a great organization.
Try to keep it going. There's that graniosus.
Yeah, I was watching this guy.
That's awesome fish.
What a dude.
Awesome catfish. He's going to go in the 450, but I want the baby fish to get bigger first.
He ain't camera shy at all. Look at him.
I throw one of the scrapers, extreme catfish scrapers in there, so get him out. He runs behind him. Decor, but
It's cool on the sail fin. It actually acts like a sail.
Yeah, he's really cool.
They're awesome. They're on the rare side. Definitely expensive.
You got some soup. What would something like that run if somebody bought that guy?
I got 2 of them in wild imports, and I kept one and sold the other one for $400.
Wow.
So, yeah, $300 to $400, depending on where you get shipping and everything else, all that stuff. But
well, let's see what else
these
you
are
got
odds
here.
and ends. My gulper cat. It's a female Midas. It's an F1. Laguna. I can't remember the name. It's direct.
These gulper cats are crazy. I've seen these on YouTube. They eat stuff like bigger than them.
I just gave him a night crawler, a chunk of night crawler. He's just a pet. I always like him. I used to have one in my living room tank for a long time. Eats everything. I had one like that big, like an 8-inch pin cat. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
Piranhas. I brought that one back from South America. I brought this one back from South America. That one, I just lost my black diamond Rom. He was 19 years old. So,
how many times have you gone on excursions? Like you said, you've been to Africa. How many countries
I've been
have
to
you been?
South America. That was my first going on a collecting trip out of Peru, Iquitos. Devin Graham, Dr. Graham. He runs a tour, Margarita Tours. So I went down there, and then I went to Malawi. No, first I went to Australia. Went to Great Barrier Reef, rainforest and stuff in Australia. Before that, then South America. Then 2014 went to Malawi diving for 2 weeks. And then 3.5 years ago was Tanganyika.
Wow.
Diving in Tanganyika in Tanzania and Zambia on a 2-week diving trip.
That's
Don
awesome.
Connings and Famchin, some of the higher ups in the sickle world or whatever. So
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's this guy down here? I mean, look at this koi here.
Oh, that's just a nice looking butterfly koi. I don't know if he's out on a batch. I was going to take him home, put him in my Japanese koi pond.
Yeah, he's a
Eventually.
beauty. He's a beauty.
I like koi. That's another
Absolutely.
thing. So odds and ends, different piranhas, my kind of predatorial group, and then some oddball South Central Americans.
I love these low boys.
Wild Zaire MOBAs I got in about a month and a half ago. I got to get a tank ready for them. And a hatchery downstairs, a big tank.
Beautiful.
So
This guy's so cool.
Yeah, Synapse grandiosus.
What else we
And
got
just
over here?
mishmash. Sometimes I end up with oddballs. Redid a maintenance tank or move a tank. So this has just kind of been a mishmash or holding tanks.
A little albino guy right here. This guy looks awesome.
Yeah, the peacock. Get that from somebody.
What's up?
I do have nanulatus breeding up there. The little, you can see there's no light. There's Dad. There was some babies. Oh, there's a baby right there. Popping around where Mom went. I had more in there. They pair off, start breeding, so I had to separate them, obviously, because war was starting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my mess over here. My final run is getting that 340 up. The rack of 10s, and I have a 500 gallon, a 10 footer that's going to go there, and a 155 bow whenever I can get to it. So,
Because you said you had to mess around with the floor in here.
yeah, these are all new floors because the old building is 1925. That's one reason I moved. This retail part over there is the weight. Actually, these two racks were down the middle, and the amount of weight, it was kind of. So I have 14 floor jacks that hold like 20-something thousand pounds each.
In the basement.
You'll see there's all new things, so the floor's not.
So everything had to come out of here, and you're working on putting it back in.
Yeah.
What a production, huh?
There's just not enough time in a day.
Nope.
Down to the fish dungeon.
What year did you say this building was?
1925, I think
Wow.
it was. Watch your head come down, or you're gonna end up with a bump on your head like the fish. Don't point at the tanks. These guys can get jumpy, freak out, and he's about worth as much as a house. All that's in this room. So.
Wow. Look at all these Frontosas.
Yeah, a lot of Frontosas. I don't keep really track. I say I probably about 1,000 Frontosas.
Holy
So,
mackerel.
Lots of Frontosas. Those are Icolas. These are Nangus. They came from those wild Nangus over there. This is another hot one. You'll see there's breeders next door, the slow sides. People ask me for those all the time. I was actually the second year doing it for Odd Connings. Our first spot was Taiwanese Reef, reintroducing the slow size back to the wild. They breed them at the Red Zebra Lodge because they've been over collected.
Wow.
And, so we took like 105. They lost like 10 of them there was like 24-hour boat ride to get there at Taiwanese Reef, and we filmed it and all that stuff. Went down. First we did a count. Everybody went down, separated like 8 of us, and tried to get an idea how many we could see. It wasn't a whole lot.
Do you post any of this stuff like on your Facebook or anything? Or?
No, I mean I have a little bit, but
Just not time.
I've been saying it. Jimmy, Kimball, whatever it's with Koa. I've had a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people come through, from all over the world in here.
Yeah.
I hear it all the time. Dave, you should have a YouTube. I do a live show on Tuesday mornings and Saturday mornings, and that's easy. It's raw. I don't do no fancy editing.
Do it on Facebook or?
Yeah, I have a Facebook page and I have an Instagram. I'm one Aqua Beast on Instagram, but the YouTube, I'm trying to build it up. But
We'll put links in the description though for your Instagram and for your Facebook and everything. And for of course the store and everything.
These are Zaire Katumbas. These are actually fried that I missed, and they're growing up in there. That's a female. Dad's hiding. He always hides pretty well.
Right here?
With the lights on. I think that's him. No, that's a female.
Oh.
I think Dad's right there. These don't breed enough.
What's up, dude? Wow, I've never seen so many Frontosas
The
in one place.
Lupis breeders. There's the Pembe Frontosas, Exochromis. This is a sad time because my guy's dying. That's the one I showed you the picture on the banner. It's on my van. It's on my Fish Geek shirts. He's like 15 plus years old, and he's starting to get that droop.
Oh, that stinks. Look at
Yeah,
him.
he with his fins, he's a monster. A Zaire Campampa.
Look at these guys. Wow. I mean, they are something. We've been to aquariums all over the country and haven't seen fish like this, man.
Yes, I supplied when the aquarium opened in Cleveland. I originally supplied it with all their cichlids, South American, all the piranhas, the wild discus.
Wow.
I was actually feeding the sharks before it opened in the tank.
Huh. Yeah, we've never done a tour of the Cleveland Aquarium because We were going to, and then COVID happened.
Yeah.
We were actually going to do like an overnight birthday stay thing, and they canceled all that. I was actually looking to do it for my 50th coming up. I know they do it for kids, but I'm like, that'd be fun for me.
Right.
Because you can like stay overnight and sleep there.
I haven't been there
They're
a
not
while.
doing it yet.
They were getting some supplies here and there from me as needed and stuff, but I haven't been there in a while. It gets knocked. I mean, it's small. People talk about the price, but you said you've been around a world. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I've been in most aquariums. I've been in 3 when I was in Australia, all over the East Coast. I've been in aquariums everywhere. Zoos.
They're all
same thing. Every
expensive.
time I went, yeah, go to Baltimore, go to Chicago. You're gonna pay $35
Yeah.
just a park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went to the shed aquarium.
Yeah, Shed Aquarium is one of the best aquariums. But people ask me what my favorite aquarium is Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah, I've heard that's awesome.
They have 2 of them now. Atlanta Aquarium. I just took Dylan there because we fought. He was fighting in Atlanta a month and a half ago, and took him the.
You been in the one in Gatlinburg? The Ripley's one?
I've been the one in Myrtle Beach. Ripley's, whatever.
That one in Gatlinburg.
Ripley's
awesome.
are cool, but Chattanooga is probably one of my favorites.
We'll have to check that out.
They really do well with freshwater. And I tried telling these guys over here when I got to be friends with Marinescape, the builders, and the Sun, and I was going out, and those guys could drink from New Zealand. Oh my gosh, they were fun. So they weren't even planning on doing Africans till the head aquarist in New Zealand came. I took them, gave them a tour. I was trying to get a store in there.
Yeah.
That was my goal.
That'd have been
I
awesome.
wanted a kiosk. I could have sold 100,000 beds, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So that's a no-no usually because conservation, whatever. But
Yeah.
I would be the person that you'd want on the front line because I wouldn't be selling pakus,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
alligators. I mean, I don't. 99% of people shouldn't have that stuff. So
No,
I
no.
agree. And so he was like freaking out seeing all these fish. And he's like a few days later, he's emailing me. He says, "You know what? I'm changing some of the tanks over. I want some of your fish."
Awesome.
And I'm like, "Yeah, nice."
Yeah.
I mean, we did a Frontosa. I thought I gave them all males. And one of the Zaires was females. They were breeding in there. Had a big colony
That's
of
awesome.
Tropius that was raising up to breed. They're about this big. Maz was. They took all those. I did the whole Malawian cylinder tank. It was really nice at the time with peacocks and haps and.
Well, that's awesome because when we go, we'll be able to see the ones that you put in there and stuff.
Check
Look
that
at
one.
this.
That's a
Look at this guy.
Mazwa. He's a beast.
Look at this guy.
Look at the fins.
Wow. I mean, that dude's what?
14 inches?
14, 15 inches. I mean, giant. Look
Yeah.
at these guys.
They're like bulldogs.
Yeah.
Look at that guy behind. He's hiding behind the filter. He gets a little skittish. This is Samazi. I actually dove in Samazi.
Oh, yeah.
The Zambian variants like the Nango and Samazi are real high body,
Look at these guys.
real beefy, stocky.
Yeah. They look so grumpy. Got grumpy Grumperton faces, you know. Yeah, look at these piranha down here.
Those are not piranha. Those
Oh,
are
no.
those are black belts. Black belt dollars.
Look at 'em.
Strompies.
You got.
They're gonna go probably in the 340 when you see the big arrows next door and stuff. I'm gonna throw them all in the big tank, maybe the 500 gallon. I don't know. I want to use some of these bigger tanks for raising up more fish.
This guy's so awesome. Wow.
There's some
Got one over
oddballs
here.
you don't see. These are like 100, 150 feet deep. I've had these guys a while. I've been trying to breed them. This is like third attempt. They're called Gnathochromis permalaxolaris. They're a deep water Tanganyikan fish, and they have their mouths. I call them the Tanganyikan geophagus. Their mouth will extend like 2 inches, like a vacuum cleaner.
That's nuts.
Another oddball, deep water Tanganyikan. It's like a goby-like. You see 2 in there. They dig in the mud in deep water, 2 caves, and that's how they usually breed. They're a mouth brooder also, but so far that I know of, I haven't had them spawn yet.
Wow.
Here's a sought after Zaire MOBAs. They get a little skittish. There's some babies in there because I've missed the female holding. But they're probably on the more bluer side of the Zaires. Those are Burundis on your left.
Right here.
Yeah, they're freaking out. Like, wait a minute, who's this guy? He's not the one that feeds us.
Wow, look at these guys. I mean, I've never seen so many Frontosa in my life, let alone in one place.
I have a 155 bow at home with their first batch, so I'm raising a whole nother colony of MOBA, Zaires. I have another tank that I'm raising another colony of Frontosas, a 110.
Look at this guy looking at you. He's like,
It's about food, man. It's like me. When I get hungry, I get
What is this
angry.
guy?
That's a Dimitochromis demediatus. It's really rare. I don't know anybody really has them. I had the original F1s I bought in Chicago, ACA. I bred them a number of times, and that's my last one. They've been like old, died off, generations. A predator by nature. There's wild Zaire maculas in here, but they're really skittish, and they just hide.
I see the one in here.
They do nothing to do with people.
Yeah, they're hiding.
These are Kagoma, the 7-bar, and you'll see babies floating around where I miss sometimes the mouthless because the female's hiding really good, the male's hiding in the back. More of a northern variant.
Wow.
These are another group, Zaire Kapampa F1s. They come from the original wild ones over there. I've had a female actually twice have whole pride.
So the most rarest of all Frontosa is which one?
Well, the most sought after, the most
sought.
expensive, the hardest to breed is the Zaire group.
And which
now
one
there's
are those?
different variants of Zaire.
Right.
It's in the Congo. One, it's very dangerous to go there to collect anything.
Yeah.
And people don't realize they're supposedly 150 to 200 feet deep.
Wow.
So to get those fish to the surface is not just...
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's got to be a process
Yeah.
to decompress them, bring them up. And after being there, not there directly, I got down to the border, like between Zambia, then it goes into the Congo area. Frontosas are at least 50, 60 feet or deeper in general. But I think the Zaires, why, this is my own take on, I've been raising Frontosas like 36 years. Why they're so much brighter is because if they're that deep,
Right.
there's no light. So they have to stand out more to
Yeah.
attract the female. They're a harem group, and they probably don't produce that much because there's not much of a food source that deep. So they're only going to produce what could sustain a colony or so many fish. That if they're that deep, there's not a whole lot living down there. So
Crazy.
that's my
So
take.
a breeding pair of those, like what kind of worth would they be?
Well, you never have a pair because you're going to end up with one. They're high in domestic violence.
Yeah.
So they're all in groups. Male, maybe 2 males, maybe 4 or 5 females per male.
So a tank like that, what would the worth of that be?
A lot. My MOBA babies go for $40 an inch.
Wow.
And the other ones I sell at $35 an inch.
That's
So,
incredible, man.
Yep.
What a business, right?
This is another Samazis. This comes from that group over there because I always keep some of the first spawns because if something ever happens, I want backup breeders.
Right, makes
Because it's
sense.
not like easy to get this wild stuff in.
Sure,
or
sure.
It's very expensive. So I like to see how bulky, the stockiness of the Samazis. I love the Samazis. The Zaires are obviously it's really good money. You breed them when you get some babies from them. But this particular one, I love the Samazi.
Yeah, they're cool.
I love that stockiness.
Yeah, they're thick.
Yep. The Kagomas, that's another 7-bar, it's another young breeding group. So then there's babies. I got babies next door. There's babies in those 5 gallons.
How much could a female have? How many babies
Well, when it comes to Zaires,
could a
if
female
you get in the 20s, that's a lot. I've had as many as 3
have? And they're all mouth
5.
brooders?
mouth brooders. Yep.
I never say that right.
Mouth brooding fish.
Brooders.
And they'll hold up to 30 days before they release them.
So they have,
So right there's babies in that container. You can go back and see. There's a spec jar with they have egg sacs still on them.
oh, okay.
So I just pulled those the other day.
So they could
Usually
have
I pull them
20 of
about 2
those
weeks.
in their mouths for a month.
Yep, they can. Yep.
That's something, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Look at this big mama. Big mama jamma.
Look at this Zaire Katuma. Look at the color. He's got one eye. He's so mean though.
Look, this over here.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
turn.
look at the color on these guys. Yeah, they're kind of skittish.
I've tried putting other females in here.
Look, is that a yo-yo loach?
Yeah. Big,
It's a
little
dark
shadow.
one.
Yeah, weird pattern.
Yeah.
They got a couple. You'll see the other one in another breeding tank over there.
That's cool. Look at this guy. Yeah, very dark blue. Look at the teeth. And these are Zyres.
Zaire Katoomba. They say the Katoomba is considered like the purple variant.
Yeah, what a beauty.
So Moba's more blue. The Kampapa's probably in between. This guy, he went back there. That big F1 book chromis Rhodesii. He's a beast. Predatorial hat. That's a big eating fish. Anything big, any fish is fair game in Africa to eat, but that's one of the bigger cichlids.
It's weird that we, breed these and keep them, and people there just eat them.
Oh yeah, I ate Bullchromis microlepsis when I was down there. South America, I was eating catfish and guinea pig. There's Zaire Kapapa babies. There's some baby Mobas, some Mazis.
And so as they grow,
Kapapa. Yeah, when they'll get a little bit bigger, then I'll move them into a 30 gallon, a 55, and once they're about an inch, that's a flower horn. I got them in one time and
he's a beauty. Look at those fins.
They're cool.
Yeah.
I really like that Novii.
Look at this tank.
This is a Nangu. There's a baby in there. I just noticed some babies. I missed the female holding. There's another baby right there. Like, jeez. Not the greatest light on the tank, so sorry if you're wearing dirty tanks.
Oh, these look great. I mean, it's hard to keep up a store. Like I said, we've been to a lot of stores. They don't look half as good as this. I mean, honestly.
I've had some breeders say my tanks were too clean. That's why some of my stuff wasn't breeding.
Could be.
And there's more.
So this is the underground passage. More Frontosa. Holy mackerel.
Oh, there's even more.
This is a whole nother.
So this is what you had to do. You had to jack up this whole floor and everything.
Yeah, there's jacks, 14.
Wow.
And here with 2x12 sandwiches, and then I intertwine them over there.
So there's so much weight, even these big, huge, like 2x12s.
Yeah, this is old school stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it was down the middle of this floor, this is the side that was kind of more sagging. The floor wasn't perfect. There was a bar here for like 40 years, I guess.
Oh.
You could see where the imprint of a bar that was 40, 50 feet, like it was like all one side. I was like, oh my gosh. You could see where it left the indentation. There's Zaire Kapapa, Zaire Katoombas, a couple Central American convict type stuff.
You just run like a central air thing for everybody.
That's the blower, 1 horsepower, and a 220 line. More precautions.
Sponge filters everywhere.
Yeah, that one has a built-in wet dry and sponge filter. I always have, obviously there's plenty of air. I could run probably another 200-300 tanks off that thing.
Wow.
So these are really rare. A Pindu, Pindu from a Crater Lake. I was only one of a handful of people in the United States who's actually breeding them originally 25 years ago.
Yeah, he's got some hair.
Oh yeah.
He's got the big guys over there, he says.
Look at that. That's a Zaire Papa. That's one of the Black Widows, which is a tank strain. It's not a hybrid. Hybrid is when you cross 2 opposite species together. People mix that up all the time. Things as hybrid.
There's a guy we know called Fish Law, Skip. He has these Black Widows. This is a big one.
Yeah, there's more over here.
What a
They were
beauty.
just troublemakers, so I had to say they're getting along. Anything else they weren't getting along with.
Look at these.
More, and then there's more in there. They've actually breed.
Look at these. What kind are these?
Black Widows, but these two are more like the red. There's red Frontosas that come out of Asia. I have some young ones in those, but they're like red widows and not black.
Wow.
So they're different. Obviously, I'm curious, and I order. If I see a new
Sure.
Frontosa, I'm like, oh, gotta buy it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, my other mess, more tanks, another fish room.
Holy cow.
This is my arrows.
Whoa.
I've had that big boy forever. This is 30 years old. That Semnonis Cathalamus catfish.
Look at this. This is one you were telling us about.
Yeah, I've had him forever.
Look at that. How big is that dude?
He's huge.
It's like a foot-long sub sandwich.
Even without the tail, it's a foot long. Look at that guy. What a
He's aggressive.
beauty.
He does good with obviously the aggressive stuff.
Two big arowanas in here. I love these kind of like centerpiece pond tank kind of things. They're so neat.
I want to move on to the bigger, like the 340. That's where he usually was, and when I had other South American stingrays. So I'm gonna try to put him and the cat and those big dollars together, back together. The dollars used to be with him, so they're gonna probably go to the 340, I think, or the 500. They're gonna go on somewhere, and that's it. I don't want to move these things again.
Yeah.
So I want to use these other tanks to grow up. I need medium, larger fish.
Yeah.
Peacocks, medium Frontosas.
Yeah.
And to grow them, you need more gallons.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not gonna grow too big in a 10 or 50-gallon tank. They'll grow much faster in a bigger body of water.
What is this peacock right here that's caught my eye behind
That's
you
a
here?
Jake Verbergei, Otter Point. There's another one here. You don't have a great light over here, but
Holy cow, look at you.
yep. And whoever says there's no colorful freshwater fish,
I know, right?
don't know.
We have electric blues, and people look at them and they go, "Oh, is this a saltwater tank?"
Yeah.
And I go, "No, it's just
Yeah.
these are African cichlids,
Another
man."
nice one.
Yeah, look at these guys. This one though is look at those fins. Wow, man.
It's Shelly's and Julie's. You'll see babies popping around here in these tanks.
And then you just take the-
It's a rare peacock. You don't see often.
And you
Trying
just
to
take the
build up the
babies to the
colonies.
other store and sell them.
Yeah, when they get up to size, they go there. Here, look at these guys, fresh batch of babies. Look at the gynaes. Look at all the little pencil tips.
What's up? That's so cute. Unbelievable, man. What are these guys?
Those are long fin and white clouds.
I was gonna say they look like white clouds, but I don't know that I've seen long fin ones.
I try to get them in once in a while. They're not as common.
They're awesome.
Yeah, I wanted to take them this. I wanted to set up a pool behind my garage. I used to do that, breed stuff at home, in ponds and pools and stuff, and just not enough time.
Can those guys be room temperature? Or do they need heat?
They can handle
Yeah.
probably late
I might
high
come.
60s to 80s.
I might come back for some of those. We're setting up a tank, like no filter, kind of in the middle of our dining room table, planted like bamboo coming
Right.
out, and I'm looking for something fun to put in there. Maybe that would be a cool thing.
Yep.
Look at this guy. Wow, these peacocks are incredible. Look at this guy. Holy cow. See if it'll
Now
focus.
everybody on your show, these are not typically for sale, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get all these phone calls.
Yeah. My email phone gonna be lit up like, hey, I want to buy that. Will you ship that to China? Whatever. Yeah, I get people all over the world. I can't ship. I mean, I have, but it's just too much. I just, with the retail, the maintenance service,
Look
the
at
hatchery
you.
work.
Look
kinda
at you.
short-handed
Now, is this an
with
albino?
some-
Is this an albino over here?
Well, once in a while.
Oh, Jack got him over
Yeah,
here.
cichlid, tail's gone. Oh, yeah.
Is this one in the corner an albino?
Yeah. It's a albino peacock. I can't remember what variant that one was.
Beautiful.
There's many varieties of
And
them.
he
Yeah,
ain't
he's
skittish
awesome.
at all.
So, a lot more peacocks. That's old wild flavescent USC. Big guy.
Oh, awesome.
And, Gar plain tails, those are hongai, Libidochromis hongai.
Holy cow.
Those are Nagar flame tail peacocks. There's a female had a big mouthful in there somewhere. I gotta yank her. She's probably hiding now.
These guys are a little skittish.
These are the slow size. Great. That's probably my favorite Mabuna. The male, when they're young, they're all yellow orange, and when they mature, the male gets black and blue stripe. They get a little bit bigger than this, maybe, and they're not overly aggressive, like a common Demasoni you'll see in sometimes assorted tanks. They're like possessed by the devil. You can breed these obviously in a 30-gallon tank, but yeah, they're
cool.
fun.
Super cool. Incredible,
Oh,
man.
there's a little baby. I missed somebody. Oh, they just went back underneath the rock. He was a peacock, a bicolor, or could have been a yellow top, a bamba. The benjai, red top, gobies, a lemon jay, more swallow size, swallowtail peacock. You don't see those.
Oh, look at these guys over here on this. These
Oh,
guys.
the Batoka white lips.
How cool is that? Look at them, Jack.
First time I seen him was in a tank in the at the exporters in Malawi.
Those guys are cool.
Yeah, they're unique. Tropius, the Plugno, young group.
What else you got down here? More peacocks.
Yeah, there's more Julies, wild lambs, hops, buffalo heads. The sun must be up there already.
I was gonna say, sounds like somebody's rolling up there.
Probably either working out or hitting the bags.
There's another albino. What a beauty.
Yeah, they just bred. Female, I'll get my first mouthful from them. She's got a mouthful now.
She's holding.
Yep.
That'll be interesting.
Fish.
Look at these guys.
Well, this is a sweet fish. I haven't had luck breeding yet. The Compatochromis geertzai. He'll get like a black midnight when he darkens up. Does his love shack shimmy with the females. I actually, when I was in Tanganyika, one of the guys from Holland, he's in his 70s, and Odd-Conning's introducing everybody, whatever, and he's like, "This is Martin geertzai." I'm like, "I have a fish named geertzai." And Odd's smiling. He's like, "That's him.
That's the
Named
guy
after
who
him."
found them. Wow.
And so,
Wouldn't that be cool to find a fish and then name it after you?
yeah.
Someday maybe you'll do that, huh?
Heliochromis or something. David Chromis.
And we'll be like, hey, we met that guy, and now he's got a fish named after him. Look at these
The
guys.
Sonatis, a West African goby like.
Yeah.
I like some of the oddballs. They might not be always colorful, but they're fun.
Look at that face.
They're unique, yeah. You want a piece of me?
Gobies are so cool. They're so cool. All right, well, let's take a look over here upstairs and stuff. All right, we're going to go over to the dojo,
Which used to be the fish bowl.
which used to be the store.
So my other passion. Martial arts, fighting, combat. Like going Howie.
Wow, look at that wall tank over there.
Fish tank to the floor.
What you got in there?
What?
Some goldfish. I've had different things over the years, but
That's awesome.
the light goes on a little bit later when it darkens up. But
Uh-huh. Let me stand over so you can see.
Kind of
it's
like
only
better.
25 gallons.
Shaquille O'Neal has, it's on a fish tank and he has
That's cool, man.
a like statue in the ground. Obviously, that'd be cool.
Look at this wall tank.
That's the 265. The walls are Asian kind of theme tank, rainbows and rose lines and barbs.
Oh, that's great.
There's some old Nos cats in there. They've been there forever. Originally, those are 20, 25 years old.
You just be fighting somebody, you look up, get some inspiration from one of the fish, and then you start winning. Nice. This is a great room.
Yeah, it's,
Great room.
That used to be the back area. The counter was over there. I had tables and chairs and a couch over here by the wall tank. Go back to old videos and pictures online.
And then it goes through to this
So
side.
two sides.
How you doing,
My
man?
son Dylan. That's Howie. Relax, Howie.
How you doing, Howie?
Dojo dog.
Yeah, this is cool. It's nice when you can see through, like, you know, the room and that.
Yeah, that's what I was like when I
That's
talk
great,
about the dojo.
man.
I'm like, I'm the only one that probably has a fish tank on the floor.
I
of the
love the
wall.
Ninja Turtles poster. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I like my
Alright.
superheroes.
Yeah, we're into it, man. We're into it.
There's nothing I don't know about Star Wars.
Sorry to interrupt your workout,
Like I
Dylan.
said, my old room, I had wallpaper, Star Wars. I still have figures still in the packages that's
Oh,
never been
geez.
opened.
I
From
Oh,
have a
geez.
couple, yeah.
Jack's got some too.
yeah, I love Star Wars.
What a great tank. That's awesome, man. Well, listen, thanks a lot. We really appreciate.
There's his autograph. Hoist, and there's the autograph. You autographed.
Oh, Hoist
his
Gracie.
belt. Yep. That's his belt he autographed when he was yellow.
That's great.
I want to get somebody in here to do it though. I'm looking. to do jiu-jitsu in here.
Yeah, that would be
Like
awesome.
at least
man.
one day a week or something, you know, a couple hours. I got maybe kids. And so it's been a slow process. Trying to open this up during COVID was
Yeah.
a rough.
Well, we're hitting the tail end of things, so that'd
Yeah.
be great. Hopefully it works out. People are going to love the tank. It's a great area. Listen, thanks so much. I mean,
problem.
again, for, you know, the
Yeah.
tour and all
Meet
the
you in person.
information. Yeah, it's nice to meet in person always. Like when we talk to people, we're going to put all the links in the description. Make sure you check out. We'll put links to the previous video and this one and links to this video and that one for people that didn't see both. We'll post them a few days apart. We'll have all the information and everything. And hey, we'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Got to get the alien doorstop. Check that guy out. How cool is that?